side of Umbrella Squad. But to be honest, they don't really have that vulnerable backline anyways. The Lunox and the Brody can come in aggressively with the rest of the team to try and go for that all-out team fight.
As the dawn breaks and as the land of fashion, actually, the land of competitiveness and dreams welcome you to its first match of the day, where two giant teams will take us on a marvelous journey. Fasten your seatbelts. It's gonna be an exciting ride.
It sure is, Yasu. We got Umbrella Squad on the blue side up against KBG on the red side. Now, Arashi, I'm curious to know here. The early game, as we know, coming in from Umbrella Squad, is going to be quite devastating. What can KBG actually do to weather the storm?
Well, I think, in fact, in the early game, level 1, level 2, level 3, KBG has a bit of an inherent advantage. Afterwards, though, level 4, that's where the Lunox damage potential combined with the Martis execute, right? The Martis reset on the decimation. That is something that keepbestgaming have to really prevent, because the problem is they're all close range, right? They gotta stay together, and if they really mess up, they can fall victim to the multiple resets. So the hard guard placement also needs to be on point. If you take a look at the emblems right here, basic emblems for the Angela and the carry. They want to just weather out the early game, have all those resources to really just support the team whenever it's required.
Ooh, is that first blood?
No, he's not going to get first blood just yet, but it is very close. However, on Bob's side, we might see first blood here as they're getting dive. Decimate coming in from Marl. Quick, easy dive. Tides looking to look for maybe a trade, but they just do not have enough damage. He might end up being a victim, forcing to flicker out very early on. Blackwash getting some good damage. The Decimate has time down, and Tides is going to get to live thanks to it.
I saw that flicker being triggered by the carry, but it wasn't enough.
No, it might not just be, because Tides is still getting pressured. Very nice uses of the Vengeance to dash around, and while all of this was happening, Castle ends up dying on the top side.
Simba able to pick up that kill, and he's going for a concussive Blessed Fredrin jungle. We haven't seen that in quite a while. It might help with the clear and the initial burst damage, but it will tank his regeneration by quite a bit, and also his movement speed, because usually we see a Quantum Charge or an Impure Rage. So for now, it's going to be a sustained game coming in from KBG. They made the first move.
Yep, they've already locked down, but Lunox is able to get on out of there using her iframe. Pulled out by the guiding winds. Castle losing the early trade has now resulted in CU coming in huge, solo killing him before he hits level 4. This turtle will fall into the hands of KBG, but they're not done with just the turtle. They want their jungle too. They want to slow down Marl. He's in the middle of everybody, forced to use that retribution. Doesn't lose anything. Nicely played by the Umbrella Squad, but KBG come up on top.
Dominating that turtle area was so precise, so nice executed by Team KBG, but who do you think have the upper hand now? Because I think that the gold is still equal.
So pretty equal, but getting the turtle is definitely a big win for keepbestgaming. And this is the thing, man. Level 4, they have a lot more to work with the Martis, with the hard card available. And this Fredrin is very deceptively still meta. I do believe that it's still up there in terms of meta, for sure. The Troublemaker now having a bit of an issue here. The Lunox can function a bit like an assassin, but not just yet. She does need some more items to scale up.
Well, I think that there's something happening cooking at the bot lane, but I don't think they will fully commit to it because it's a little bit hard unless there's a really proper setup. And KBG so far, I can tell you, these guys improve per game.
Per game, indeed. And afterwards, you have to wonder that later on, how will the fights really play out? Because there are no purifies available for both sides. So the team with the better crowd control technically is keepbestgaming. They can really start a lot of fights that they really can take on their favor, on their terms. In the top lane, though, this is going to be a big 1v1 matchup, but in the mid lane...
Ooh, Tides almost landing it, but Troublemaker able to get out of there just in time with the help of the Darkening. However, topside, the damage on the castle has not stopped just yet. This might result into another solo kill up on the top side. Castle able to hold out on his own with the help of Fangor and Troublemaker to force CU back out of his lane, chunk down to 20% of his HP.
I can tell you that after studying Team Umbrella Squad, I can assure you that Castle is not just there to defend, he is also there to be the front laner, to be the initiator. But who's initiating right now?
Yeah, guiding Wind, but gets on out of there, forced to back away. Tides is able to pull him back in towards enemy lines, but again, guiding Wind just saves the day.
Do you think that KBG will control the turtle area again?
Without the final slash, without the Black Dragon form also, by the way, you have to wonder if Umbrella Squad knows that the Black Dragon form is still on cooldown. If they do, they can go in.
And here they go. They've already popped the Heart Guard. Castle, he's deep in the enemy lines, gets pulled away by the guiding winds, but he's already used his penalty zone. The Decimate might be coming on through, but Tides is able to stun it off just in time. Not enough. Marl walks away, gets to bring his team along. At the very least, they were able to find one kill, but down on bot side, Godgang holding on to his own. Black Marsh continuing to dominate this lane for as long as it takes.
Yeah, dancing with that, dancing with the Oz, and also dancing with that turtle, and it's a steal.
Oof. Nice steal. Marl gets a kill, and he gets a steal on top of that. Is it his birthday or something?
I don't know, man. Marl is on fire right now. And look at the rotations, man. Umbrella Squad is always so proactive. And unfortunately for keepbestgaming, they don't even get that turtle. So they're not really using the Angela macro presence to really make a lot of plays happen. And they're really not saving their ultimates for the big fight at the turtle. They should be trying to play in a bit more calculated fashion. And for Umbrella Squad, they gotta keep doing what they're doing. Push the tempo and try and burn these ultimates before the big fight, so it can't all be stacked in one decisive victory for keepbestgaming.
Well, trusting Castle since day one was and still Umbrella Squad's strategy, and also one of their most important points, they wait to Castle to give the order to initiate or to go back, because we are used to know that, of course, a Matilda would do that job, but Castle actually carries so much damage and carries so much of the initiations and D.
Speaking of initiations, we've already gotten the ult come out of Fang Agor. Guiding Winds to pull Castle away. Matilda Airlines got to get cancelled early, but Tides decides to go back in. Penalty zone gets cancelled out in the meantime. Thanks to the help of the Mortal Coils, and now the Decimate is going to lock it out. Troublemaker secures the kill. Marl does not want to get another kill stolen, is able to get these 2 kills for free.
Marl, man, just going all in right here. The Martyrs pick is coming out super value for keepbestgaming. This is the problem. They're all close range, and for now, the Angela just isn't ahead enough. Look at this burst damage. They're going in.
Wait.
They dived, and now Simba might be in a lot of trouble. Gets pulled back out. He's 2 levels down. They find the kill, and they give it over to Troublemaker. Nicely done by the Umbrella Squad. As Tier 1 falls, Castle does not land the penalty zone. Tides jumps on in to instigate the fight. Brilliance also popped up. Is this an opportunity for CU to make the difference with the Black Dragon form? Finding in the middle of 3 so far. Petrify not available. Gal already uses it. Doesn't catch anybody with Black Dragon Tail. And now CU must sustain. Tides must buy some time. And Lumu is out of there. Can't do no more with 2 kills secured by the Umbrella Squad.
Marl is a maniac. This guy is just getting in and getting so up to the challenge. Multiple kills for the side of Team Umbrella. Just the last touch for him, for the Marl. And so what made Team Umbrella in command of this match?
Is the speed and the way they can just go in and out of fights very reliably. keepbestgaming are relying on a full-on committed team fight to really win it out. That's why they have all the crowd control, all the bodies in the front, and the carry. But when Umbrella Squad comes in, does damage, and then back away, and then re-engage, keepbestgaming have no idea when to use their ultimates. And eventually they just keep falling down. Looking at the items, the Heptaseed and the Malefic were completed for Black March. So even after Troublemaker gets dealt with in the big fight, Black March can still very much carry this game.
Well, I always admire the pick of, I'm not going to say Troublemaker, especially like the player himself, but the Lunox. So Lunox is actually one of those picks that helps you get that turtle, and also the Lord super fast, melts tanky heroes down, even squishy heroes with that Dark Light combo. So I think that at this point, Team Umbrella Squad has nothing to prevent them from finishing the game just with one Lord.
Well, the Lord is coming in, but the waves don't really seem to be set up. Seems like Umbrella Squad are content going for just fights and possibly a dive right here. With the Matilda, that's not really that difficult of an issue, but we'll have to see, man. The wave clear coming in from keepbestgaming, no mage damage. Oh, it's going to be an Angela with the healing wave, trying to clear as best as possible.
I mean, it's only the calm before the sword.
Oh!
Castle comes in with a penalty zone flicker. Godyak tries to get back out of there, and the hard card has been Yushiyu trying to disengage. But no, Torn Apart Memories doesn't lock him down. That love taps coming in for Lulu saves his life, but it's still going to be Black Marsh who takes him out with 4 members still left. Can they break open this crystal? They decide not to. They're going to go for the safe play. Take out inhibitor by inhibitor. His castle is already initiated. He's got nothing left, and they've been pulled back by the final slash. Simba needs to reset. Ties is in too deep, and God Yang has to run for his life. Umbrella Squad takes the early game.